The stamp duty holiday, is it going to be extended? In this video, we're going to explore it. Hi there, my name's Lee Everett. I've dealt with thousands and thousands of property transactions over the last 17 years. And if you're after the best tips and advice on how to buy and sell property, please hit that subscribe button as well as the bell icon so you get a notification every time we post a video. This week, 50 Tory MPs formed a group and wrote to the Chancellor formally asking him to extend the stamp duty holiday. Even the Sunday Times journalist Tim Shipman, who apparently has connections or some sort of sources within government, have said that the Chancellor is thinking and only thinking about extending it. This comes as an online petition asking for the stamp duty holiday to be extended by 6 months from the 31st of March has hit nearly 17,000 signatures. So 17,000 people in the country are requesting that the government really looks into extending the stamp duty holiday so they can take advantage of this massive saving people are going to make. Now it has hit over 100,000 signatures. The government must debate it in Parliament, but will they? First, I want to know if you'd be happy if the government did extend the stamp duty holiday, or if you are one of these first-time buyers who has been increasingly outpriced in the market over the last few months because of increased house prices. Maybe the stamp duty holiday has pushed those prices up and made a property unaffordable for you. Let me know in the comments below whether you're going to be happy or angry if the holiday was to be extended. So, will it be debated in Parliament? So generally, when a petition hits 100,000 signatures, government will debate the petition in Westminster Hall. But very timingly, Jacob Rees-Mogg, I think his name is, the head of the House of Commons, has suspended all debates until further notice. Now, this comes at a bit of a precarious time because the stamp duty holiday ends on the 31st of March, and if it's going to be debated, then there needs to be time for it to be debated and to get all the powers that be in the same room or on a Skype call or something. So whether it's a well-timed suspension of any of these debates, whether it's deliberate or not, I'm not too sure. But at the moment, this petition is not going to be debated in Parliament anytime soon. That's not to say that won't change. It could be tomorrow or the next day or a week later where they open these debates again and actually have this petition and have that discussion and see if something can be done. However, at the moment, it's looking increasingly likely that the stamp duty holiday won't be extended unless the Chancellor makes a bit of a U-turn in what he said previously and extends the holiday when he does his budget on the 3rd of March, I believe. The government could argue that the stamp duty holiday has done its job. It has stimulated the housing market. It's meant that tens and tens of thousands of people have been able to move when previously they might have struggled. So the government could pretty much just sort of wash their hands of it and say, yeah, look, we put this in place to help people move. It's done that. The housing market is booming. Our job is now done. But what Rightmove has suggested is that there's around 100,000 transactions which are potentially relying on the stamp duty holiday savings to be able to move. There's going to be a large proportion of those people, or those 100,000 people, buyers who are buying at the moment, who may have to withdraw from their transaction because they can't afford the stamp duty if they complete after the 31st of March. But the government they've done what they said they would do. They've done this stamp duty holiday to stimulate the market. It's booming at the moment. So should they do any more? What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. I'm afraid we're just going to have to wait and see what happens over the next 2, 3, 4 weeks, whether the Chancellor makes an announcement before his budget on the 3rd of March, or whether the petition does get debated and MPs do look at this and try and apply some pressure to the Chancellor to allow the stamp duty holiday to be extended. I personally would maybe not extend it, but maybe say that any transactions that were agreed in November, December, maybe even January, if they can prove that it was agreed on that day, that there may be a month extension to that because of the current lockdown that we've had. But I'd be very surprised if he did extend it or changed it somewhat. I can only imagine they may stretch it out somewhat so that people who have already started buying or who are well within the buying process may get a little time extra to complete their sale. So as it stands right now, it's all up in the air with stamp duty. It could be extended, it could be adjusted, it could even be abolished. There's even whispers that the Chancellor might change stamp duty completely and do another property related tax, maybe reliant on the seller rather than the purchaser. But without any hard concrete evidence at the moment, it is going to end on the 31st of March. If you are buying a property now, speak to your solicitor and find out if it's going to be realistic or not, and if it's not, you're going to have to make a decision whether you can still move if you complete after the 31st of March and have to pay the additional stamp duty. Let me know if this video has been helpful to you. Any questions, pop it in the comment section below. Also let me know how you're feeling about the stamp duty holiday as it is now, and whether it be extended or not. Is that a good thing? Is it a bad thing? Hit that subscribe button and the bell, and I'll see you again next time. Take care. Anything even? No. We really don't know what's going on. Nice box. Please give it a thumbs up, maybe even share it to somebody who you might find